John D. Rockefeller. The name echoes through history, whispered with a mix of awe and apprehension, a name that has become synonymous with both immense power and profound mystery. He was a man of contradictions, a titan of industry who amassed unimaginable wealth yet lived a life of stark simplicity, often shunning the opulence that his fortune could easily afford. He was a ruthless businessman, feared by competitors and scrutinized by governments, always walking a fine line between genius and infamy, yet also a devout Christian who preached the gospel of hard work and giving back, dedicating much of his wealth to philanthropy. But who was the real John D. Rockefeller? What drove him to conquer the oil industry and build an empire that redefined American capitalism? Was it sheer ambition or something deeper? This is the story of the man behind the myth, a journey into the life of a figure who shaped the modern world. It's a journey through the rough and tumble world of 19th century industry, a time of boom and bust, innovation and exploitation, where fortunes were made and lost in the blink of an eye. We'll delve into the strategies that propelled Rockefeller to the top, the challenges he faced, and the controversies that dogged his every move, painting a complex portrait of a man who was both revered and reviled. Join us as we uncover the untold story of John D. Rockefeller, from his humble beginnings to his lasting legacy as one of the most influential figures in American history, a legacy that continues to impact us today. John Davison Rockefeller was born in 1839 in a modest farmhouse in upstate New York. His childhood was far from idyllic. His father, William Avery Rockefeller, was a traveling salesman, known for his charisma and questionable business practices. His mother, Eliza Davison Rockefeller, was a devout Baptist who instilled in her children the values of hard work, discipline, and frugality.
I was a serious and studious boy, known for my meticulous bookkeeping and sharp business acumen. I took on odd jobs to supplement the family income, selling candy, raising turkeys, and even lending money to neighbors at a young age.
These early experiences, coupled with his mother's teachings, sowed the seeds of ambition and financial savvy that would later define his life. In 1859, the world changed forever. Edwin Drake struck oil in Titusville, Pennsylvania, igniting an oil boom that would transform America. Rockefeller, then a young bookkeeper in Cleveland, Ohio, recognized the potential of this new industry. He saw beyond the immediate frenzy and envisioned a future where oil would fuel the world.
In 1863, at the age of 24, I made my move. I invested in a small oil refinery in Cleveland, partnering with Maurice B. Clark and Samuel Andrews. This marked the beginning of my foray into the oil business, a venture that would soon consume my life and catapult me to unimaginable heights of wealth and power.
Rockefeller's refinery thrived, but he wasn't content with just being another player in the booming oil industry. He envisioned a vertically integrated company, one that controlled every aspect of the oil business, from extraction and refining to transportation and distribution.
In 1870, I founded Standard Oil, a company destined to become synonymous with both innovation and controversy.
Standard Oil grew at an astonishing rate, fueled by Rockefeller's relentless ambition and shrewd business practices. He bought out competitors, secured favorable railroad rates, and streamlined production, creating a formidable empire that dominated the American oil industry. By the 1880s, Standard Oil controlled over 90% of the refining capacity in the United States, making Rockefeller one of the wealthiest and most powerful men in the world. Rockefeller's meteoric rise to power sparked fierce debate.
His supporters hailed him as a captain of industry, a visionary who brought order to the chaotic oil business and provided affordable kerosene to light homes across America. They argued that his methods, while aggressive, were a natural consequence of free market competition.
His detractors, however, painted him as a ruthless robber baron, a monopolist who crushed competition and exploited workers for his own gain. They argued that his tactics stifled innovation and created an unfair playing field that harmed consumers. The debate over Rockefeller's legacy continues to this day, a testament to the complex and often contradictory nature of his impact on American capitalism. battles on two fronts: legal challenges and public scrutiny. As Standard Oil's dominance grew, so too did the scrutiny.
Rockefeller faced mounting legal challenges and a public increasingly wary of his immense power. In 1890, the Sherman Antitrust Act was passed, aimed at curbing the power of monopolies like Standard Oil. The company faced a barrage of lawsuits accusing it of violating antitrust laws and engaging in unfair business practices.
Rockefeller, once a reclusive figure, was thrust into the public eye, forced to defend his business practices and his reputation. The legal battles raged on for years, culminating in the landmark 1911 Supreme Court decision that ordered the breakup of Standard Oil.
While battling legal challenges and public criticism, I underwent a personal transformation. I'd always been a devout Baptist, but my focus shifted from accumulating wealth to giving it away.
He became one of the world's greatest philanthropists, donating hundreds of millions of dollars to various causes. He established the Rockefeller Foundation, a pioneering institution dedicated to improving the well-being of humanity around the world.
I also founded the University of Chicago and the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research, institutions that would make groundbreaking contributions to education and science.
Rockefeller's philanthropy, while driven by a complex mix of motives, had a profound and lasting impact on society.
My philanthropy went beyond simply writing checks. I brought my business acumen to bear on my charitable endeavors, seeking to maximize their impact and ensure their long-term sustainability.
He believed in investing in people and institutions, empowering them to solve problems and create lasting change. The University of Chicago, under his guidance, became a leading center of academic excellence, while the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research made groundbreaking discoveries in the fight against diseases like hookworm, yellow fever, and meningitis.
My vision and strategic investments helped shape the landscape of education and medicine in the 20th century.
John D. Rockefeller died in 1937 at the age of 97. He left behind a complex and enduring legacy, one that continues to be debated and dissected to this day.
I was a man of contradictions, a ruthless businessman who amassed unimaginable wealth, yet also a devout Christian who gave away much of my fortune to improve the world.
He was a symbol of American ingenuity and ambition, yet also a reminder of the potential for unchecked power and the need for regulation.
My story is a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most brilliant and successful individuals are flawed, and that true greatness lies not just in what one achieves, but also in how one uses their power and influence.
Despite his immense wealth and influence, John D. Rockefeller's life was shrouded in mystery. John D. Rockefeller remained an enigma throughout his life, a figure both revered and reviled. He was a private man, uncomfortable with public attention, often shunning the limelight, and fiercely protective of his family, ensuring their lives were kept away from public scrutiny.
Yet, behind the facade of the stoic industrialist lay a more complex and nuanced individual, one who was deeply human. I was a devoted husband and father, cherishing the moments spent with my loved ones. Known for my love of family and my simple pleasures, such as gardening and playing golf, which brought me immense joy. These activities allowed me to find peace and solace away from the pressures of my business empire.
He was a man of deep religious faith, attending church regularly and reading the Bible, who believed that his wealth was a gift from God, a divine trust to be used wisely, and that he had a moral obligation to use it for the betterment of humanity, funding numerous philanthropic endeavors.
While history may remember me primarily for my business dealings and the empire I built, it is important to remember the man behind the myth. A man who was more than just his wealth. A man of contradictions, complexities, and ultimately a profound impact on the world, both in business and in his personal life.